buddy. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you, thank you. Now, here's the thing. I myself just came from Mr. Flowcat's stream, so Mr. Flowcat, you brought me to my own stream. If you guys don't know Mr. Flowcat, you guys see him in chat. He is also a fellow streamer, content creator in the Genshin space. Would love it for you guys to check him out. He's always so nice. He's been with me for so long. I've already lost count how many months he's been around, and he's just been nonstop supporting me. But yeah. Hey, Flowcat, I do be lurking every now and then. I don't comment on every videos, but I watch most of them. I don't leave messages when I watch streams. I'm just there chilling, enjoying the vibe, and it's so chill, so amazing. So here's the thing, all right? Let's start off with a quick story time because, listen, I had the most, how should I put this? The most humbling, flattering experience recently. Okay, so today I got home from work and I was chilling playing some League of Legends before stream because there was this, like, I mean, yeah, I play League, woohoo, right? But the thing was, I was playing ARAM because there's no, I don't know, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with normal League of Legends. I just play ARAM, and some dude, no cap, straight recognized me. Yo, that and you know, when I play games, I don't know that I am a content creator. I completely I zone out. I don't have any idea I have any online presence. I'm just like your regular dude playing a video game. And some dude called me out, and then they're like, "Yo, like, are you EroticWalruss?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, said the name, right? That's me." And then it's like, "Yo, I know you." I'm just like, "Oh fuck!" Like, because in my mind, it didn't click at first. It didn't click at first. I was just like, "Wait, why is this guy, like, calling me out?" Because no, in my mind, I thought like he's one of like maybe I trolled or something. Like I played a bad game, and he recognized me from it. And I was like, "Yo, bro, like, like, yeah, so how come you know me?" And then he reminded me. It's like, "Yo, yeah, no, it's nothing weird, man. I just watched some of your videos on YouTube, just thought to say hi." And I was like, "Oh, I no, I swear, dead ass, I thought this man is out for blood, for revenge because I trolled him in some game or something like that." Because my mind was fully on League. I wasn't thinking Genshin. I wasn't thinking YouTube. I had no freaking idea until he reminded me. He's like, "Hey, dude, no, chill, man. I just watch your videos," right? And I was like, "Oh, damn, that's pretty cool, man. That's neat, yo." So, bro, that has got to be the most flattering experience I've had, just getting called out for the content I make on YouTube. First time ever. Hey, there's a first time for everything. I need to be a little more aware of what I say, what I do outside of Genshin. Because imagine if I was just molding my ass off in League of Legends, just calling people names, raging, typing an essay, and somebody screenshots that shit and just posts it on Twitter and tags me or something like that. Hey, that's say goodbye to my YouTube career. You go down really fast. Dude, let me tell you, if we measured all content creators by their League of Legends chat log, 90% would be canceled. Hey, I'm willing to throw that out there. Tectone, straight gone. If whoever plays League of Legends, straight gone. Canceled. In the gutter. Dude, League of Legend chat logs are something that should be personalized. That stuff should never get leaked. I've said some wacky stuff on there when I've been really molding back in the days of season 3, season 4, when I was grinding the ranked ladder. Oh, bro. Thank goodness that stuff is all buried way below now. No one's ever gonna see those logs. Rika Takanashi says, sounds like the most awkward meeting of a fan. Well, I don't even know if he was a fan. He just says, hey, I know you from your videos, man. Like, hey, just saying hi. I was like, oh, cool, man. I tried to not be awkward, but I think I did come across awkward. I think I did. And he did say that he's going to pop by the stream today. So, hey, if you guys see some dude in chat, be like, yo, Walrus, I was in your ARAM game. That's the dude. So, yeah, there's a couple things we need to talk about today. Mainly just continuing the discussion I've started in my video today. So if you guys haven't seen my video, I just quickly go over it so you guys don't have to go watch it to be a part of the discussion here. Essentially, we're talking about the game balance and the current state of things and power creeping and all that stuff. And I was talking about how MiHoYo has, you know, mistreated Xiao. And I don't know why I did air quotes, because they have been mistreating Xiao, and it's not because of deliberate efforts. MiHoYo's not out there, you know, like the dev team is not like, let's see how we can screw over the Xiao mains today. No. All right, that's not what I'm getting at. It's just that Xiao is a character that has been honestly just shot in the back. Like, none of these changes, none of these things about Abyss, about game state, about bosses, about weapons, about constellations, none of them were targeted for Xiao. But it just ends up hurting him more and more. If you guys don't know, here's a funny mechanic. So let's be honest. The Maku Kenki, whatever, the demon sword guy with the Oni shield mask. That boss, right, chat? That boss was designed to counter ranged units. I'm not gonna name who, but there is one specific cryo goat in the game that has been wildly popular. That boss was meant to counter Ganyu, right? And there's a mechanic in the boss. If you are too far away from the boss, right? If you're too far away, there's a mechanic in the boss that he just dashes. He dashes towards you. He closes the gap and forces you to fight up close. Now, by some sorcery, that mechanic, that dashing mechanic, activates when you jump high up into the air. Get this. I don't know who on the dev team frickin' had too much time on their hand. Just have to do that to your boy Xiao. Straight up, if you jump too high, that activates the Magu Genki's mechanic and he dashes forward. Like, why? Why would you make a mechanic like that? MiHoYo, dev team. Like, what? Why would there ever need to be a mechanic like, hey, if your character's elevation is above a certain level, we're gonna activate this dash mechanic so you can't hit the boss? Bro, like, that is so dumb. That is so stupid. So it's like, of course, that's one thing, right? And on top of that, they've also put those Anemo Specters, if you know what I'm talking about. It's these, how should I put this? Anemo Specter. They also put this stuff in the Abyss. This one right here. This thing. So this thing floats around as well. So when Xiao plunges, he's not able to hit this shit when they're like floating up in the air as well. It's and they have Anemo resistance. It's like MiHoYo just wants to see Xiao main suffer. At this point, I am straight up convinced that MiHoYo just wants to see Xiao main suffer. It is, dude, it is so tough. If right now, forget about clearing Abyss with Amber. No, forget about it. If you can take your Zhao and clear Abyss 9 stars with Zhao, that's a freaking accomplishment, to say the very least. No, like, it's gotten to the point where the front room, the back room, it's all like big, chunky mobs. It is tough, man. It is tough. I'm gonna give it to the dedicated Zhao players to recognize their feats, in that it takes a true dedicated player to their husbandos to still be playing Zhao and maining Zhao in this current game state. And like I said, the worst part is it's not even meant to target Zhao. It's meant to target characters like Venti, characters like Gan Yu, characters like Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Zhao just happens to be somebody who's caught up in all this collateral damage. That's like the definition of what Zhao is: collateral damage. And going forward in patch 2.4, there has to be some changes made. There are a couple things that I really would like to see. First and foremost, like I said in the video today, an artifact set. An artifact set that is meant to make Zhao's life better. But, you know, realistically, let me tell you guys something, all right? This is not me being pessimistic or being negative. This is me speaking the truth. I don't think it's coming. I honestly don't think it's coming. Now, listen, I say this with a heavy heart. I say this with a heavy heart. Zhao is going to be left out to dry until we get a new character to replace Zhao. So when we get the final nail in Zhao's coffin, that's when potentially the changes will come. Because think about it, all right? When a new Anemo character comes out that replaces Zhao, likely that's when they're going to get the new Anemo artifacts, they're going to get the new weapon, so it might not even be a spear, right? It might be a single-handed sword, or it might be a great sword, it might be a bow, it might be a catalyst. Somehow they're going to replace Zhao as like a main DPS, Anemo DPS character, and that's when the Anemo set's going to come out. And it's likely going to happen closer either to Sumeru or post-Sumeru. That's the reality. That's the reality of things. That's how I think I see it. Don't feel bad though. Don't feel bad. Zhao currently still is a very high function unit. He's strong. It's just it's difficult to utilize him in most aspects of the game. It's definitely tough. You have to force workarounds for this character to make him feel comfortable or just make him feel adequate. And he struggles with supports. He struggles with weapon. I mean, if you have the Jade Spear, you don't really have to worry too much. I guess he works really well with the BP weapon as well. There's not much to say about that. Free to play weapons though, you do leave some things to be desired, but overall he's fine. All right, I'm not out here saying Zhao is weak, Zhao is useless. No, he's strong. He's good. It's just comparative to a lot of these new characters, it's much harder to use him. And I think that's where we draw the line here, right? If we look at damage, so I've been testing damage for Zhao and Ito as well, because both of mine are at C0, right? My Zhao is at C0, my Ito is at C0. And damage-wise, I gotta be honest with you guys, they're pretty close. They're pretty close together. MiHoYo did a pretty good job balancing these characters to make sure damage-wise, they're not power creeping too hard, right? They made a big mistake with Gan Yu. They're not about to do the same thing. Damage-wise, it's fine. When it comes to utility and ease of use, that's a whole different story. For example, right? Let's say I have 2 cell phones. One, I just need to swipe up, click one button, and I can call my friend. The other one, I have to swipe up, turn it 180 degrees, and then throw it up 3 times, catch it in a 45 degrees angle, make sure it's facing towards the signal at a perpendicular angle. If it's off by a 2-degree thing, then it won't work. Then I have to lean it up against my ears, and I have to dial it with the lobes of my ears to call my friend. Still works though. Function-wise, it's still the same. It's just I have to jump through a lot of loops just to get the same features. But when the call connects, I can't tell the difference. I can't. There's no difference. Once the call connects, there's no difference. But to get to that step, that's the problem here, right? It's just so much more tedious to use. I can't charge my burst skill while using my burst, right? I'm constantly bleeding HP while I'm in burst, even though I'm at C0. I swear that should be a C6 function. I swear if my Zhao is C6 with that kind of functionality, I'm okay taking a hit in HP, but at C0, you make me bleed HP on top of not being able to regen, right? I can't use my Venti, I can't get my dedicated artifacts, and not to mention, I still don't have a Jade Spear till this day. It's troublesome, right? It's troublesome. But when you get going, hey, in the right conditions, hey, big PP damage, right? Big PP damage. I wish I could tell you guys, I wish I can tell you guys, you know what? Go for Zhao, pull for Zhao. Next patch, Zhao is going to be revolutionized. He's going to be the best character once again. He's going to be strong. Miho is going to put so much attention into him. Miho is going to do the Zhao mains proud next patch. That's just me being hopium beyond my wildest dreams, because if I wanted to say that with a serious face, I feel like I have to wear my tinfoil hat. That's just... It's gotten to the point. MiHoYo knows Zhao is a popular unit. MiHoYo knows that Zhao is going to sell regardless of whether or not he has these things to facilitate his gameplay. Watch. His next patch, Zhao's probably going to come around, going to sell like hotcakes. Yeah, and we can get into the whole constellation talk as well, as Ayakashi is saying Albedo and Zhao should swap C4s. There's so many things that should happen with Zhao, right? Constellations is just one of them. And many people have stated that Zhao doesn't have C2, C3, C4. I mean, Zhao doesn't have a C2, C4. Yeah, C2 and C4. He doesn't have them. They're so... essentially useless, to the point where people is like, Zhao only has C1 and C6. That's it. I mean, C3 and C5 though, that's still three talents. That's very respectable. But yeah, when people say Zhao doesn't have a C2 and a C5, C2 and C4, I know what they mean. Just read, dude. I'm not even a Zhao main, and just reading Ito's constellations, like I felt bad. I felt bad for Zhao mains. Like that. Ooh, that's rough, man. That's rough. And like I don't know if you guys know this, but I was currently reading some posts on Chinese forums and stuff, and apparently they said. They said Ito actually got nerfed from his original design. I don't specifically remember where he got nerfed, but it was in one of the constellations, and I think it was C4 or something like that. And apparently his C4 was supposed to be even more cracked. Like, hey, as if it's not hurting Zhao enough already. Just now, here's the thing. I understand, right? I understand. I know what a lot of people are thinking in chat is that, you know, Walrus, it's hard to feel sympathy for players who wail on this game, fully knowing the pros and cons of certain units, right? And I get that. I respect people who say that, because it provides a different perspective to our current situation. Is when Zhao came out, it wasn't like he was regarded as a strong constellation unit. We all knew his constellations were doo-doo. Nobody was out there saying, wow, these constellations are revolutionary, they're amazing, they're spectacular, best thing in the world. We all knew Zhao constellations were mid at best. And mid is pretty hopium. Right? If you thought Zhao's constellations were mid tier, it's pretty cap. But why should we care, right? Why are we all sitting here talking about this? Why is this even an issue? It's because it's not only gonna happen to Xiao people, and it leaves like ever since I've released these videos talking about Xiao power creeping. A lot of people have been DMing me in Discord, and I don't know what to tell them, man. I don't know what to tell them because I don't look at leaks. Like, no, honestly, I don't look at leaks. If people still think I look at leaks, you guys really just gotta trust me on this one. I don't look at leaks, and even when my friends they see the leaks themselves, they are very respectful when they're talking to me in Discord. So I don't look at leaks. I have people who can vouch for me because I just find that looking at leaks skews my vision of what's currently going on, and I do enjoy making guesses of the future patches and seeing how they pan out. I do think that's very fun, right? So here's the thing, right? When I first saw Ito come out, it was, how should I put this? It was like I didn't connect the dots immediately, but I just felt like, he feels too good. He feels too good. And in a way, we haven't gotten a main DPS since Yoimiya, right? Like Yoimiya is the last Inazuma main DPS we got prior to Ito, correct? 5-star, if I'm correct. And I like Ito hit me really hard sideways, and I don't know. It just I'm gonna be very hesitant going forward, even considering constellations, because of how quickly MiHoYo is developing these newer quality of life things for these characters. And another thing I want to mention is that there definitely is going to be an awakening, people, like an awakening form for these characters, because we can take our talents up to 15, right? Realistically, talents should be going up to 15, and even with constellations, you're still missing 2 levels of talents. And if you go by the Ascension rules, eventually our characters are going to be able to get to level 100. It's inevitable, right? We're going to be able to get our characters to 100. That's going to be their completed level. That's also going to be able to let us take our talents up to level 15. But why, if it's a linear scaling thing, right? If it's a linear scaling thing, I don't understand why MiHoYo didn't just put it in the game. Which leaves the question to be, it's not going to be linear. It's not gonna be linear. The progress from level 90 to level 100 should be a huge spike in power. There should be a big spike in power to justify MiHoYo holding off. I don't know. Right? So, and it doesn't make sense, right? Why level 90? Why cap our levels at 90? Level 90 seems like such a weird level to just stop at, right? And I think level 100 is going to be that cap that MiHoYo eventually is going to lift, and I just don't think they're ready because there's no content for it right now. As Wong Dao is asking, what's the point anyway? It's because there's no content for it. Why release AR 100? There's no need for it. Lay 7 says, in 10 years, we'll be able to use every element of the Traveler at once. Bro, I've heard that in the manga, the Traveler can indeed use all elements at once, that which makes the Traveler stupidly OP. And then there's us, there's the in-game version. Duck says, imagine they add C7, C8, C9, C10. No, there's no way they're going to add any more constellations. I refuse to believe MiHoYo is going to add any more constellations, and here's why, right? It's I think Mihoyo has slapped the faces of enough whales that they themselves even know that they're not going to be able to bait a lot of the whales into continuously spending the way they've used to spend. Mihoyo's going for quality. They're going for they're trying to really hard sell your waifus and husbandos more so than having you impulsively make these purchases. And I don't know about the metadata, but I'm willing to say that there's less people coming into Genshin than there are people leaving.
Lay
So
7 just made it rain. In 10 years we will be able to use every element of the Traveler at once.
man, I swear, this thing is so delayed on YouTube to the point where it's like, this is like the internet where YouTube, please fix this. Please get better integration for donos, get better integrations for like channel members and all that stuff. Six Wu Zai says lots of whales have quit it recently on CN. Yeah, I see why. I totally understand it. There are new mobile games that are coming out constantly in China, right? China is like the mobile game. So here's a little thing about cultural background as to why you guys why China is going so hard on mobile games and not PC games. So China with their growth, they completely skipped past the need for PC gaming in general. So how should I put this? If you do you guys know about internet cafes? I'm sure you guys heard about internet cafes, but you guys, how many people have actually like been with friends to internet cafes, or at one point in your life internet cafes were like your thing, right? Because the culture in China has always been dominated by internet cafes over like at home gaming stations. Not many people in China own personal PCs. Nowadays it's much more because it's just easier to set, especially if you're a streamer, right? Lay7 says, seems like C1 and C2 of most new characters are great. Hu Tao, Eula, Kazuha, Ayaka, Raiden, and Ito all have pretty nice C1 or C2 or both. Yeah, Mihoyo has changed their monetization method. They want you to spend a little bit of money to get decent power, as opposed to like enticing you like with Zhao to go through a bunch of BS, go to C6, right? Because it just makes people feel better this way.
Lay 7 just made it rain. Seems like C1 and C2 of most new characters are great. Hu Tao, Eula, Kazuha, Ayaka, Raiden, Ito all have pretty nice C1 or C2 or both.
And to go off of that point, it's going to be smarter because when people need to pivot out of these characters onto new characters that they really enjoy and love, it's much easier to make that change for them mentally, just because they haven't dumped a whole buttload of investment into. And it gives people room to experiment with more, which lets them refresh their bored meter, if you know what I mean, right? Like if you play the same character for like 6 months, you're gonna get bored. But if you play this character for 2 months, you play this character for 2 months, you play that character for 2 months, in total, you got a C6, right, worth of money, monetary wise. You paid for a C6 character, but you got 3 C1s or C2 characters, which are all really fun and great for you. And it's much easier for people to get into a habitual cycle that way, to continuously spend money in this game. And they feel happy, it feels justified, and while you're still dumping the same amount into Mihoyo's pockets, you certainly don't feel as bad about it, and Mihoyo can still benefit over time. Right. That is the predominant reason why Mihoyo, I think, has shifted the design for constellation to lower constellations. And they also realize you can't force people to spend money. No matter how amazing a character's C6 is, it's just too much to justify it. Maybe sometimes people can justify, hey, maybe I'll drop 100 this month, and then I'll save up for 2 months in a row, right? I'll drop 100 this month, as opposed to like, maybe I'll drop 1,000 this month and I'll just go live on the streets for the next 2 months, right? It's just, that's the thing. Let's see, what are people saying? I love all the discussion. Let's see. I can pick some comments and go off of your comments. If you guys have any comments or you guys want to share your thoughts, please leave them in chat. I want to read through them and see if we can get to your inputs. And this way, chat, me, you, we can all be a part of this discussion. All right. How Wiles says, do you stream other games, Walrus? No, not on YouTube because YouTube is really finicky, right? YouTube doesn't like it when I do things that's not Genshin Impact because it's very hard for them to categorize. I'm not categorize to promote my content because they know most of you guys watch Genshin. So if I do something that's non-Genshin related, a lot of times you guys won't ever get notified because they know you guys don't like to watch stuff that's not Genshin. So it's a huge risk. So not on YouTube. Maybe on Twitch. But we're going to be doing a 24-hour live stream on the 31st, where we're probably going to be streaming a bunch of other stuff as well. Here's a good question. Is Ito on Hu Tao levels, right? By Javon. That last name is... I'm not going to say it because I feel like I'm going to mispronounce it and get demonetized at the same time. So that's a double loss for me. But Mr. Javon says it's Ito on Hu Tao level. Ito is a very balanced character. All right. Overall, when it comes to damage, he is consistently matching most, if not all, of the characters. He doesn't feel overpowered at C0, and at C6, you guys may think he looks overpowered, right? You guys may think like, wow, that's such a broken ass character at C6, but you guys got to remember, all characters at C6 look broken. All characters at C6 are transformative, right? But when directly comparing him to Hu Tao, he does feel easier to use, but the damage is the same. I've tested this. The damage is pretty much the same. I'm not gonna say like to the dot, oh, it's exactly the same number. No, but overall, you're still clearing with about like a couple seconds difference, maybe 5 seconds or so. It's not that different. And for Ito, the biggest thing is utility. He is so damn easy to use. This is the thing people are frustrated about. Like, you don't have to jump in so many loops. Ito's charge attacks don't cost any stamina. That is something that Hu Tao requires Constellation 1 to even achieve. So while he's not doing more damage, he's certainly much easier to use. There's much less... You just don't feel like you're going to get punished playing this character, right? Hu Tao, you not only have to be careful of your HP, you play at half HP. On top of that, you have to manage your stamina. And on top of that, you have to be very wary of your positioning. Ito doesn't need to give a damn about his HP. Ito doesn't need to give a crap about his stamina gauge because he doesn't consume any stamina. And certainly, Ito doesn't need to worry about where he's standing or where he's positioning because he's 100% always shielded because he plays in a triple Geo team with a flex unit which can cause crystallize. And on top of all the Geo that's happening, you be damned if you ever don't have a crystallized shield on you. He's just so damn easy to use. Lay 7 has become a member. No, Lay 7 is using his member chat, his monthly member chat. Hu Tao is also Xingqiu dependent, while Ito just need other Geos, but he's not locked to specific Geo to do very well. Ito without Goro is fine. Exactly, Lay 7. Here's the thing, chat. When right before Ito came out, I said this, and you guys can go check. I have a video talking about it, and I said, if MiHoYo want Ito to be a successful release, they have to make sure that Ito is not Goro reliant. If they make Ito Goro reliant, he's going to flop. And after he came out, I tested him without Goro. He is completely fine by himself. You can run Ito, Zhongli, and two other units. You can run Ito Albedo, 2 other units. Hell, you can even run Ito Noel, 2 other units. Ito Ningguang, 2 other units. He is fine by himself. And that is such a big brain move by Maho. They're finally understanding. Stop hard selling us on this crap that we may or may not want to use. Leave that I almost said shit. Leave that for the whales to worry about. If whales want to, they can get them. If they don't want to, just have them be there and available to use. Whereas free-to-plays need to be able to benefit from the investment of this single character, because we just, I mean, I say we, but like I'm speaking from the free-to-play players' perspective, because free-to-play players don't have the abundance of resource to dump into 2 new characters for their weapons, artifacts, on top of that leveling them all up and being abyss ready with all sorts of different characters you use. Right? It's at the end of the day, we just want characters. We just want high functioning characters that yield great results, and hopefully, have biceps the size of walrus. Actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, my arm looks kind of like Ito's arms. Actually, though, this is pretty much what Ito's arms look like, just like a noodle, I used to think I'm a pretty chunky boy, but now that I look at Ito and I look at myself, I'm like, damn, I got Ito arms. Is Ito the best Inazuma DPS? Yes. I love how I said that without even hesitating. Yes, Ito is the best Inazuma DPS. At C6, I think Yoimiya can give him a run for his money, but if you're gonna have to pick between Yoimiya and Ito at C6, I still say Ito. He's just too easy to use, high functional. And then what do you want me to say? Like, he's so damn good. He straight up power creeps Zhao in every metric imaginable. Lay7 is asking, Walrus, I have to ask, would you like to see more supports added or DPS, or a balance of both? People always call it support impact. Wondering your ideas. That's a good question.
Lay7 just made it rain. Walrus, I have to ask, would you like to see more supports added or DPS, or a balance of both? People always calm it support impact. Wondering your ideas.
Okay, so before I answer that, Chad is also bringing up another question, is Ayaka, right? Comparing him to Ayaka. Ayaka's best, I feel Ayaka's best played position is not a main DPS, but a burst support. And you guys can argue it, but if we are talking strictly meta-wise, Ayaka is very high functioning in a burst support role. If you're talking about Ayaka's auto attacks and her charge attacks, leaves much to be desired. Let's just put it that way. Because, okay, I'm gonna act it out for you guys, the difference, because it's hard. I don't want to jump in game, so I'll just act it out for you guys. All right, I'm gonna stand up and act out the difference between Ayaka and Ito's main DPS killer. Hey, take notes, chat. This is once in a. All right. So here's the difference between Ayaka as a main DPS and Ito as a main DPS, right? The problem with Ayaka is her normal attacks, bam, 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 like that. Her normal attacks, they don't hit very hard. So, and the worst part is she has that animation. It's cool, when she finishes, she dashes through, and then she does, that move that she does. So here's the thing, right? Oh no, loveface.xyz, please stop. So that takes too damn long, chat. That takes too damn long. So Ito comes in. Bro, why is the love face thing here when I'm standing up, forcing me to bend down? All right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Ito, as a normal attacker, Ito is actually not bad, but there is an argument to be made that Ito, outside of his burst, is also doo-doo water. You guys know what I mean? So outside of his burst, because he doesn't have geo damage, and you better be running a geo damage cup. If you're not running a geo damage cup on Ito, you're doing something wrong. So his normal attacks also hit like a wet noodle, kind of like this, right? Kind of like this. But the difference is, in Ayaka's burst, she doesn't need to stay on field. So if you use Ayaka's burst, you can easily switch to another character to capitalize on the cryo application that her burst is doing. Oh, Michi. You guys can't see it, but my cat is here. Michi. Oh no! Michi. Wait, this is quickly turning into a whole different stream. Good boy. Oh! So, okay. So at the end of the day, right? This is how it should look like. Ayaka uses her burst and she swaps out. Right? And you swap in someone else. Hu Tao, you want to swap in Yoimiya, you want to swap in Xiangling. They can all capitalize very, very well. Whereas Ito, he stays in. His burst only amplifies his on-stage presence.
I approve of this new stream idea.
Everyone's new stream idea. Oh, Michi. Oh, good boy. All right. So I hope that demonstration. Oh no, Michi, that's my chair. Dude, look how big this cat is. I am like 5'11". Look at how big this cat is. Dude, he's so freaking huge. You're so big. You're such a chongus. Yeah, he's thick. He's a thick boy. So, whew. Is he purring? Yeah, he purrs. Her mic? No. My mic's not sensitive enough. I had to turn down the sensitivity of my mic because I have a roommate who literally is out there screaming his head off playing horror games and shit. So, that's the deal, right? So, when we compare main DPS, Ito is the best. He's the most consistent. He's the most easy to use. All right. So now, don't worry, Mr. Lay7. I have not forgot your question. I'm going to answer that question. Anthony Flores has another good question. Do you think Mihoyo will ever release another broken character like Ganyu? If not, should everyone pull for her on her upcoming rerun? Well, we'll answer this one after we answer Lay7's question. Lay7's question was, what would I like to see in the future be released? More DPS, more support. Which one, right? And my answer to that is more support. Lay7 saying, reason I asked about supports or DPS is because the community doesn't like characters at first if they are supports unless they are Kazuha level. Yeah, and even with Kazuha, you see how many people skipped him, right? Kazuha's banner sales was probably one of the worst banner sales, not including...
Lay7 just made it rain.
Not including...
Reason I asked about supports or
Kokomi.
DPS is cause the community doesn't like characters at first if they are supports unless they are Kazuha level.
Yeah, so I do think supports are going to be overall better. There's just... because you can only bring one DPS, and that means if they bring out supports, I can try them out in more team variations, and overall it's just going to be more fun playing supports because they just have more utility functions. They can mesh with different characters overall, and I think that's where Genshin's strength currently is that variety of combat, as opposed to just raw damage. While Ito is a breath of fresh air, I do think if you get back-to-back releases of characters like this, it's gonna put the community in a very weird position. It's mostly because people are just gonna see Ito, and then they're gonna be like, you know what? I'll wait for the next one because I know the next one is gonna be better or just as good, and it's just gonna get repetitive like that. And there's really no room for people to experiment with. You know what I'm saying? I do think that support impact as much as it's a meme, we should embrace it. I think that's the healthier approach for the game overall. Genshin is not by no means a difficult game to play or to beat, and having more ways to beat it is just gonna lean more into its strength as opposed to just having more main DPS. And here's another thing, right? Supports, you don't need to level them up all the way to 90 and get their weapons. Sometimes supports, you can level them to 60 Ascension 4, and they can be fully functional. Really strong characters, right? So it's just easier for people as well that way. The other question was, do I think there's gonna be another character like Ganyu released, and if so, why? Or if not, should everybody pull for her on her rerun? Now, here's the thing, right? Mr. Lay 7 and I think Mr. Lay 7, one of the first like on-stream interactions we had was, I think I was reviewing your account, right? And this actually came up. I was saying like, bro, you really need to get Ganyu. And for people watching, even if you don't want Ganyu, I'm not here to sell you on Ganyu, but I just want you to understand how important of a role she has in the game and how irreplaceable that role currently is. Doesn't mean it's never going to get replaced, all right? So, to answer that question, we have to kind of define Ganyu's current in-game role. So Ganyu, her most well-known role is a main DPS. Followed by that, she can be a quick swap support DPS as well. You swap her in to take 1 shot, maybe 2 shot to clean up some enemies from range to save you the stamina and the time to run to them, as well as having great cryo application. On top of that, she also has a support position where she can just non-stop spam her burst skill on cooldown, right? So overall, Ganyu covers all 3 roles, and I'm gonna say it right here, first and foremost. I do think in all of those positions, she is at worst A rank. At best, she's an S rank. DPS, she's still considered an S rank. Support, I would really want to say she's an S rank. How can you say Ganyu is not an S rank when she is one of the only supports? When it comes to support characters, she's the only one who has 100% uptime burst. I know Noelle has 100% uptime burst, or can have, but Ganyu, man, 100% uptime burst as a cryo applicator support. How broken is that? How broken is that? on top of that, why that's even important is because freeze, melt, these are amazing reactions in the game, and they're meta defining reactions. So having a character that can 100% of the time apply cryo on enemies in a huge wide range, on top, like, let's just not talk about the damage. Let's not talk about the damage. Well, Hua Firework, that name literally says firework, says DPS Ganyu is boring though, and that's why I don't play her as the main DPS. Ask chat. People who has watched me for like even like a couple months would know. I almost never play Ganyu in the main DPS position. Never. My Ganyu is always either support DPS or straight up support. It's more fun. It's very high efficiency. Lay 7 says, in my honest opinion, as long as you have a good understanding of the game, you don't need any one specific 5-star to beat it, so just pull who you like.
Lay 7 just made it rain.
That's
in my honest opinion, as long as you have a good understanding of the game, you don't need any one specific 5-star to beat it, so just pull who you like.
So now to circle back to the question, do I think another character is going to come out to replace Ganyu? The answer is going to be yes, because there's going to be eventually characters that come out that do have 100% uptime support capabilities. So I don't think characters going to come out quite the same way as Ganyu, though, where they're just going to be able to do everything, right? Ganyu could be a main DPS. She could be a support DPS. And on top of that, she could be a support. I don't think they're ever going to release a character like that. Irina has become a channel member. Irina, welcome back to the channel member. Thank you for supporting the content and also help keeping chat regulated during my live streams. If you guys don't know, Irina here is our chat moderator. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, so people, pull for Ganyu if you guys do feel like you lack in all of those aspects, right? Ganyu, I think her worst role is a support DPS. I think at best she's an A rank. Just because there's people like Xingqiu, there's people like Albedo, there's people, even people like Fischl can do the support DPS position quite well. And to say Ganyu would be an S rank would be really slapping the faces of Xingqiu, right? Educated Guesser says, what kind
Educated Guesser just made it rain. What kind of endgame content do you want to see? A repeatable Shiki Taisho event or more grindier content like daily resetting parametric transformer?
That's also another good question. It's also another good question. One moment. Yeah. Okay. Let's just wrap up the whole Ganyu thing. So for people who are curious, I do suggest pulling for Ganyu. It's just because she covers such a wide area of usage, and once you get her, you'll quickly see that she doesn't really need to be played in the main DPS. She's stayed in my team's main DPS, non-main DPS, and you guys will also see that a lot of people building teams will recommend having Ganyu in a flex position, and she's probably one of the best flex position fillers out there as well. So flex position fillers pretty much just mean that you have a team, let's say you have 2 core units in a team, and the other 2 units are whoever you want to bring. Ganyu, more often than not, will fit those flex roles very, very well. So it just opens up so much more potential for your team. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, not trying to sell you guys on Ganyu. At the end of the day, pull who you like. If you guys want Shenhe, if you guys want Yunji, if you guys want to prefer, what's her name? Oh no, you guys are gonna get mad because I forgot her name. What's her name? Yai Miko. Sorry. There's too many names. Dude, listen. I get a pass for this because Shenhe, those are like Chinese names, and then there's like Ayaka, there's like Raiden, there's like Japanese names, Yai Miko, Shenhe, like Chinese, Japanese name. Hey, yeah, Yai. So if you guys want to pull for Yai, go for it. This game, like Mr. Lay7 said, is not that difficult. You guys certainly don't need to be stressing over the fact that you have to make the right choice or else you're not going to be able to participate in the game. They can all, like, you guys can enjoy the game, trust me, in its full capacity, regardless of who you pull. As long as you follow me and watch my content. No, but in all seriousness, yeah, subscribe. Okay. So the next question, all right? So another good question by Mr. Educated Guesser is, what kind of endgame content do you want to see? A repeatable Shiki Taisho event or more grindier content like daily resetting parameter transformer? All right, chat. This one I gotta stand up for. Because I need to give a speech. All right. Hey, stop staring, guys. Up here, eyes up here, up here. So. What type of content would I like to see? Here's the thing, chat. I want bigger weekly boss events. I don't know if I'm alone in this. I feel like I am alone in this. I want everybody to work together. I want NA to work together as one unit. There's a weekly boss with a big health pool, and you have to Go fight it as a daily thing. It's a tough fight, and the goal is to survive for as long as possible, dishing out as much damage as possible until eventually it kills your whole team or whatever, or the time runs out. And collectively, as a server, you have to defeat this boss to get rewards. And it doesn't matter if you did more damage or less damage. It's the same reward. Everyone gets the same reward. It's a raid. Right? I do want to see Genshin building towards clan-based stuff, group-based content. Encourage us more. And here's the problem, though. Now I gotta sit back down. You know? You know why that's a problem? Because Genshin servers are complete ass cheeks. Alright? Genshin servers are complete ass cheeks because I swear to God, the co-op playing experience is like I've seen people flying around, I've seen people glitching into places. I don't know about you guys, but they don't have strong enough servers for us to do it together. That's why when I made that recommendation just now, I said you can do it alone. But your damage that you did will be calculated into a bigger pool of damage, and the boss HP will just be dropping over time, and at the end of the event period, the boss dies. Bam! Whoa, everybody gets a 10 pull or whatever, right? If you killed the boss, everybody gets a 10 pull. If you only got the boss down to 25%, you get, let's say, 5 pull. If you only got the boss to 50%, you get 3 pulls. If you got the boss down to 99%, you get 1 pull, right? Or you get some, and of course there could be other goodies along the way. You can get some fragile resin. You can get some, like the weapon enhancement ores or whatever. No, like this would be like a monthly event or some crap like that. Right? So this makes it so whales and top spenders can contribute more. Hey, whales, pull your damn weight, right? Frick, I want to feel your frickin' platinum credit card through the damage charts, bro. Hit harder. I need my 10 pull at the end of the month. Yo, whales, what you doing? Right? That's the effect it's going to have on the community. The whales serve the free-to-plays. The more whales are on your server, the more damage they're going to do to this boss, which helps the free-to-plays. And everybody holds hands and sings Kumbaya and dance around the campfire at the end of the day. Right? It's... See, Mr. Lay Simon's like, are you calling out my C6R5 Eula? Exactly. Imagine a guy with a C6R5 Eula in there, cycling through her burst non-stop, doing like millions and millions of damage per cycle. Like, it comes out doing 20 million damage by the end of their run, versus a free-to-play who deals like 1.5 million, right? But it all adds up together to benefit the process of killing this boss. And let's say boss can have different mechanics every day. Mondays,
Lay 7 just
Wednesday.
made it rain. Are you calling out my C6R5 Eula?
The guy with no Wi-Fi. Wait, then how are you watching the live stream? No, I'm kidding. Of course. Okay, the question is, to be honest, people who contribute more should get better rewards. Not necessarily more pulls, but something that is still desirable. Now, here's the thing. While that may be a good sentiment to have, and I respect you, my friend, the guy without Wi-Fi. I respect that. Just being able to say, hey, basically you're saying whales should get more. You're basically saying whales should get more. And while respectable, I feel like a lot of free-to-plays are not gonna resonate very well with that sentiment. So it's probably just best to keep it as like a server thing. And like this at first, I would say this is an event-based, it would be an event-based thing, right? Just like your normal thing, the event is out, you do a story quest, it's like, oh, there's a dragon that, you know, this dragon is known to at one point to wrestle with Zhongli and during Zhongli's Archon times and whatever. You do the quest and bam, you find this dragon and you're like, oh, now you have to fight it, and the whole server has to fight this dragon and come together, and it's kind of like a mini like big event mini big event. What am I saying? What am I saying? It's kind of like a major event scenario. Could be fun. And of course, this probably should get implemented after the guild feature. So you guys have guilds, and you can see your guildies contributions. And as a guild, you can probably get additional rewards, blah, blah, blah. Right now, I just think MiHoYo doesn't want to give us too many goodies because they're still releasing characters. Game is still quite new. They want to keep things scarce. They want to keep resources kind of scarce. But yeah, it would feel a lot better because that way, because right now, the community that we have in Genshin Impact is either on forums, in Discords, on Reddit, or straight up in YouTube chats, like what we're doing right now. This is the pinnacle of the Genshin community experience right here, right? And of course, yeah, if we have a guild, you can have a guild house, right, in a shared teapot or something like that, like a shared realm, and everybody, all the guildies can go into the shared realm, and you know, in the guild, you can have people whose job is just to design the guild teapot and stuff like that. Dude, that could be so much fun. Those are the features that community driven. As you guys can see, I'm looking for community driven features. One moment, my cat just opened the tap. One moment. I'll be right back. My cat literally just opened the water tap. I'm gonna go close it. Sometimes I wonder if that's really a cat or a person trapped in the body of a cat. Oh boy. Yeah, but overall, that's what I desire most. I honestly can't say I desire a feature more than community features. Oh, look at my cat up there. She's about to do the licky lick. I think she's catching on to us. I think she's catching on to us looking at her. No. No, my content. Oh, wait, whoa. Holy smokes. Hey, yo, chat. Yeah, we're in game now. We was about to, what? No, chat, you're cap, what? No. I don't know what you guys are talking about. 18 plus? Yeah. Ito is, I think he's like in his 20s. Yes. Ito is in his 20s. Yeah. Oh, okay, chat. To distract you guys, let's do some polls. Here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing, chat. I have like 20 polls. All right, I have 20 polls. Let's take a look. I got Ito, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're gonna do some polls. And the reason is, hey, your boy's missing one constellation for C6 Goro, right? And man, increase. So here, let me turn off the chat real quick so I can show you guys how busted this constellation is. So for 12 seconds after using Inuzaka all-round defense or Juga forward onto victory. So that is elemental skill or burst skill. So remember, it's not just locked behind burst skill. What is the effect? Increase the crit damage of all nearby party members' geo damage. So only geo damage. Normal attack doesn't work. Based on the buff level of the skills field at the time of use. So standing firm is 10, impregnable is 20, and crunch is 40%. And what that essentially is saying is in the elemental skill right here, general war banner. So here's the buff, right? So standing firm is if you have only one geo character in your party. Impregnable is if you have 2 Geo character, and Crunch is if you have 3. So in a triple Geo team, all your Geo damage in the entire team, as long as they're in this area, is increased by 40%. No, crit damage. Oh! Dude, chat, that is like, you get an addition, you straight up get additional crit damage headpiece. How broken is that? How broken is that? Now, we're gonna try to bring him home. We're gonna try to bring home Goro C6. Yes, on a banner with Barbara and Jiangling. Chat, we're too close. We're too close. We are too close to not go for it. And as I'm about to go in, please, please, may the power of God and anime be by my side. Give me Goro. Give me Goro. If I get Goro, I'll try to get his weapon. Give me Goro in 10 pulls, and I'll try to go for his weapon. Hey, Mahoyo just hates money. Mahoyo just hates money. What can I say? They got too much of it. They don't want my money. They don't care. Come on. Straight up Goro. Lay 7. Lay 7 is getting that sweet, sweet revenge.
Lay 7 just made it rain. Remember my Thoma? I hope you get a lot of Barbara.
Remember my Thoma? Bro. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yo. Straight up. I have 50 summons to burn. Let's burn 10 at a time. Let's burn 10 at a time. Chat, bet with me right now. Do you guys think I'm gonna get a 5-star first? Or I'm gonna get not Toma, Goro first? No. Do you guys think I'm gonna get another 5-star first, or I'm gonna get Goro first? I'm at like 28 pulls. I'm at 28 pulls right now. Oh, it's 50-50. Getting a C1 Ito is like, it's okay. Not what I want. Honestly, I wish it's gonna be an off banner, so like I guarantee my next one.
Lay 7 just made it rain. Barbara, 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 Barbara.
Oh, I'm getting nervous. I just need one Goro though. I just need one Goro. Hey! Hey, three Barbaras for one Goro. I think that's fair. I got 3 Barbaras for one Goro. And I'm like 38 pulls in, chat. I'm 38 pulls. Red Horn? Bro, the problem with Red Horn is that I really don't want another Skyward Harp. That's my biggest problem. That's my biggest problem with Red Horn. I don't want another Skyward Harp. It's a good weapon though. Lace 7. Hey, I got 3 Barbaras for 1 Goro. I think that's fair. Oh, what's this weapon?
Lay 7 just made it rain. I leaving now, I hate you sometimes, Walrus. Peace.
Oh, how close are we to a 5-star on this one? We'll just do the pulls here. 3, 4. Oh, 4. Like 20. 16, 17, 18, 19. 20. Not bad. Chat, the problem is I don't have any more gems to pull. Polar Star. All right. So, chat. All right. Let's go test the difference. Let's go test the difference. How about that? We'll use this team. Let's go to the Abyss. Let's go to the Abyss. Let's see just how different this is. I still haven't finished this iteration of the Abyss. Let's go check. Let's check it out. The Abyss is the easiest place to test this. There's my albedo. No. We're gonna do Zhongli. Where's Goro? We need a dedicated healer, or else we're probably gonna die or some stuff. So Bennett's the healer, Goro's gonna be our support. Now, alright, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Goro C, this is C5. Alright, so let's just do Elemental Burst. So remember, we picked Elemental Burst. Let's keep it consistent. So we're gonna drop Zhongli's Burst. I forgot to use Bennett's Burst, so let's do that. So Ito Burst. I'm stupid. I forgot. I'm straight dumb. Dude, I'm straight dumb. I forgot to use Goro's skill at all. Alright. So we need to wait for the cooldowns. We need to wait for the cooldown. I'm chat, cut me some slack. Alright, so like this, and bam. There we go. Now we got, alright, let's the damage 14k, 14k, 16k, 20k, 19, 28, 28. Okay, so chat, remember that number 28k. It was 14k, 16k, 28k. All right, now behold. Remember, my Ito is still pretty scuffed right now. He doesn't have his signature weapon, and his artifacts are very scuffed. He's C0. So I'm running the Bolite set because I just don't have the new set farmed up. Like comparative to my Bolite set, my new set's just not ready. It's not ready. Wait, I should have just continued because my Alright, Zhongli, Bennett, Goro, and some random. Alright. So it's 14k, 16k, 28k. Let's try it. Bennett, Goro, Zhongli, Ito. Come on, crit, man. Crit, man, please. What? That's lower. That's lower. Wait, did I mess up? I must have messed something up. I must have messed something up. I swear. It was better than that. Dude, I think we lost damage. We lost damage. Hey, but single target 14k, that's not bad. That's respectable. Alright, let's go again. Let's see it. I'm next to a pillar as well. 22k. 22k. 46k. 46. Oh, I feel it. I'm feeling it. Mr. Krabs. Oh, no. I should have used the held one. Chat. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Wait. That is a respectable amount of damage gained right there.
The Flowcat just made it rain. Speaking of Abyss, I'll be running my Geo team through Abyss tonight. I'll DM you the link. Would love to see everyone there. My stream starts in 45 minutes tilde.
32k. That is good damage. I do have to say. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy. Is that a whale justifying spending an absurd amount of money getting these characters? Maybe, perhaps. But I just gotta say, my bros. Hey, I sure as hell wasn't hitting 46k earlier. Alright, let's try it one last time with no Bennett. 30k? 30k? Pretty much 30k seems like the limit here. Man, now it really makes me curious. What am I gonna be hitting with what am I gonna be hitting with whatchamacallit? With his signature weapon. Kim Jong-un! Boloyaj, welcome, says hello Walrus, Huang Lei, and chat. Bolo, since the last time you were here, now we got Dono speech Dono. So, yeah. It should pop up any second now. There it is.
Kim Jong-un just made it rain.
Kim Jong-un!
Hello Walrus, Hong Le, and chat.
Thank you. Okay, so the Flowcast says, speaking of Abyss, I'll be running my Geo team through Abyss tonight. I'll DM you the link. We'd love to see everyone there. My stream starts in 45 minutes. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, chat. Let's go try to get the weapon. Hey. I'm weak for the man. What can I say? I'm weak for the man. But here's the catch. I'm only going to be spending this. That's a lot. Hey, chat, that's a lot. I've been saving for like a couple banners here, right? I've been saving for a couple banners. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. All right. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really don't want the other weapon. No, like, this is such a gamble. This is such a gamble. Okay, let's get to 5 pulls first. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're at 5 pulls. Let's go open the audio, because I know for some reason you guys really like it when the audio is on and you guys can hear the no. All right, I think this is a good spot. This is a good spot. Gosh dang it! Every time I hear this, I get anxiety. The angels. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Let's go, please. Oh, cool. I didn't have that one.
The Flowcat just made it rain. Heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing. Bro, that has a different effect when now I'm imagining somebody heavily breathing in my ear. No, the bell is a good sign. In this case, the bell is a good sign. It's a sign. Yes, it's a claymore, and it's like a non-meta claymore. It's a good sign in this case. It's like the only claymore on the banner. We are 25 pulls in. We're 25 pulls in. Dang it! This is such a big risk. Kim Jong says bye chat, bye Walrus and Huanglei, bye bye. Thank you for stopping by. Haven't seen you in a while, but glad to see you're still doing good, my friend. I'll see you next time. Chat wants me to swipe. I know chat wants me to swipe. I'm just gonna finish all this first. So that was 35, we're going to 45. $45. This is 45. Oh boy.
Kim Jong-un just made it rain. Bye chat, bye Walrus and Hongla. Crying, crying, loudly crying, loudly crying.
Oh, this is such a bad call. This doesn't transfer, does it? I don't think the weapon banner transfers, chat. Oh boy, it
Boku
doesn't.
just made it rain. Best early constellation for Ito and Guro.
You see, chat, here's the thing. I think I owe it to people here today to at least go to 1. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna throw some gems in there. And we're gonna get to 1. We're gonna get to 1 at least. Oh, this music. These angels. We're gonna get to 1. But the thing is, I say that. I say we're gonna get to 1. And then it goes to 2. It goes to 3. I'm like, you know what? We might as well finish it. My team 19 has upgraded membership to Golden Tusk. My team is straight funding this whaling session. I enjoy Ito. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy Ito. Is that me justifying spending money? Maybe. My team 19, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for becoming a gold member. And with that, I hope we can get it. There should be 65. Okay. Just letting you guys know. I'm missing a Zhao Spear as well. I don't have the Zhao Spear. Okay, my heart is beating so damn fast. This can't be healthy. Please, 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 please. Yeah! Yeah! Oh. Oh. We live for these moments, baby. We live for these moments. Is is Lay 7 still in chat? It's Lay 7. Another Toma constellation. Okay. Swipe sends a great message. Don't swipe at home, folks. I know sometimes people are watching streamers baller out and be like, hey, if that person can do it, I can do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is a very ill-advised move. I just happened to get really lucky. All right, chat. I just happened to get really, really lucky. Am I smiling right now? Do I have a grin on my face? Chat, I wasn't even prepared for this. I don't have any of the materials. I don't have any of the materials. Look, I don't have this.
The Flowcat just made it rain. The sword came, and so did I.
Flowcat, bro. I'm so freaking lucky to get that. Like, holy smokes, the chances of that happening, abysmally low. Well, not that low, but like it's pretty low because it only has a 75% chance to be the rate up, and out of that 75% chance, there's only half. Like, they don't even specify, but it's like I'm just gonna say half, right? Which is like 37.5. So let's do the math. What's the chances of that happening? So it's 0.75 times 0.37.5. Where did I go wrong? Oh, no. It's 0.375. Chat, we just landed a 28% chance. That happening, there's a 28.1% chance of us landing that. And I took that gamble. So you guys at home probably shouldn't take those kind of risks, considering that was 100. Like, if you fail, it's easily another $100 something, right? Breed teeter, just like my crit rates. Wait, is this thing out today? Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. Oh man, Narukami Wisdom. Can we get that through? Can we get that through this? Can we get some Narukami Wisdom up in this house, please? No. Damn. Unlucky. I have to farm tomorrow then. Well, how many weapon crystals do I have? Do I even have enough to get it to oh. That's gonna be a problem. Well, let's try it out anyways. For the fun, for the lulz. Let's go to Tartaglia. I remember Tartaglia bullied us quite a bit when we first got Ito. If you guys remember, when we first got Ito, we came here and Tartaglia absolutely smacked us around like we were like we were nothing. All right, so
I won't hold you back.
yeah, no, yes you will. Yes you will, Bennett. Yes you will. $33.9. Defense increased by 28%. Normal and charge attack increased by 40% of defense. I don't know. I don't know. This one attack is increased by 49%. Increased attack by 30% on hit attack. Yeah. Wait, but the base attack is like huge though, right? Yeah, that's a huge jump. But let's take a look. Wait. Wait, am I even running a defense sans? Bro, I am so screwed. Let's try that. Oh, wait, but I lose bow light. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Let's try a different set then. Let's try a different set. Let's recalibrate our set here. Yes, give me that. Yes, give me that. Now we got 30% defense. Got defense sans. So we just need to change this to this. Right? So now we got 30% defense, 15% geo damage. This is pretty cracked. Hey. Hey, how about that? Yo, you guys want to check out my artifacts? Yo, 19.7% defense, crit rate, attack. Look at that. 22%, 12.4, 10, and 3.1, chat. Hey, hey. Let's take a look at our stats again. Hey, that's baller. That's baller right there. Hey. 61.6. Alright. Attack is 763, but hey, would you look at that defense? Okay, buddy.
Don't underestimate the beetle.
Let's give it a try. Goro lost his set? Who cares? Who cares about Goro? Nobody cares.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Keep talking trash.
You're wide open.
Oh, you're wide open, buddy. Oh my god, that is...
A fine opportunity.
That is good damage. Hey, buddy.
So quick to flee.
So quick to flee. You were saying, buddy?
I will have orders. Rally. Poor time.
I don't want to waste my ult. That's the thing, chat. I don't want to waste it. So quick to flee. Alright, I'm gonna use it on his face too.
Not bad. Try this. You've made some progress.
Alright, I'm gonna use it on his face too, chat.
You've got to gather.
Everybody,
All you do is run. Who wants some of this? Let's roll.
Whoa, was that 51k? Wait! What the hell? It was that fast? Oh, I made an oopsie. I should have waited.
Stabilize.
I should have waited. Oh boy. Alright, it's almost ready.
Catch me.
It's up. Oh, I missed.
Gather.
Alright, it's ready. It's ready.
Press the advantage. Oh,
Let's go. Where'd he go? Yo, that is good damage. That is good damage, chat. Oh my god. Wait. That is unfair. That is straight unfair. You know why, chat? was level 20. My cow, I think at one point straight up did like what? 40k? Dude, no. Okay, we have to we have to look at this together, chat. We have to look at this together. Okay? What the hell happened? Wait, what the hell? Are we stuck in a loop? Okay, what on earth happened to that second phase? I wasn't even looking, to be quite honest with you guys. Okay, so here. I use Bennett. I use Goro. Burst. 1 hit, 2 hit. Oh, it's the cow! 51k with the cow! Bro, I wasn't prepared for that. What can I say? I was not ready for that. In my mind, and the cow is at level 5. What? 400. Oh, of course. 400% scaling. Jeez, that is crazy. That is crazy. Yo, hey. Just wait until I get this baby to level 90. This is...
The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square.
He does have that swagger, though. Oh, weekly treasure limit reach. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's something special. Hey, let me do like... Holy smoke. I think I might have just found my new main. I didn't know it was gonna be that big of a boost. Honestly, chat. I did not know it was gonna be that big of a boost. I knew I was gonna feel it. For reference, you guys want to see what the Wolf's Gravestone looks like? Just for reference. Might as well. So 51k was what we hit with on Bennett's burst along with Goro buffing, right?
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Poor time, passable effort.
Let's roll.
Dude, honestly, the craziest thing is I don't feel that much different.
You've made some progress. Not bad, not bad. Guess I should take you more
Everyone
seriously.
on me.
All right.
Stabilize. Who wants some of this?
No use hiding back there.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Still very respectable damage. Still very respectable.
Stabilize. Bam!
All right, let's try to get Ito's burst back.
Charge! Teamwork is strength. Oh, coming through. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, Tartaglia just isn't what he used to be, man. Tartaglia just isn't what he used to be. 28k charge attacks, that's just like non-conditional spam. Golly, that is some crazy damage. Dude, I love his charge attack animation ending. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is smooth. Nice. Hey. But honestly, chat, if you guys want me to specifically point out the differences between a level 90 Wolf's Gravestone, R3 by the way, R3 by the way, versus R1 level 20 Redhorn, I barely could tell a difference. That's no cap. I could on the white damage. Like when I'm not using my burst, I could tell a bit of difference. But when in the burst mode, they honestly feel the same to me. Honestly, they do. And imagine if this gets all the way to level 90. I'm probably going to be hitting for like 40k. No, like 35, 40k during my charge attack per auto. And the cow's probably going to hit for like 60k. Every 10 seconds. That's every 10 seconds. And my burst needs to be leveled up more. I know that. Like getting this up to level 8. Yeah, that's very respectable damage.
Don't underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Wanna know what's on this beetle's diet? Sweat and tears, that's what. That's how it gets stronger. I think we can all learn something from that.
Wow, that was a mouthful. Okay, that's enough for the audio. But here's the thing, chat, alright? Now the question on everyone's mind, like I'm sure people might be wondering for me as well, is that power creep, right? But let me remind you, the Hu Tao that I currently have with her R1, Staff of Homa is hitting for like 60%, like 60k vape damage as well. So realistically, yeah, not too much power creep in the sense of raw damage, but remember, I don't really need another support, but that's also not fair. I do have Goro buffing him as well. So in essence, yes, I do still have a character with mind you C6, right? So I do have 40% additional crit damage bonus. So yeah, there is that. And of course but then again, my Xingqiu is also C6. Right? My Xingqiu is also C6. So and it's like 9 and 9. So yeah. I don't feel the power creep though. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't feel the power creep. In fact, we can make a video talking about it. I don't think there is power creep in the traditional sense of damage, but there is a power creep when it comes to utility. Now, do you guys think that's for better or worse? Right. That's the question of the day here. Is utility power creep considered power creep? What do you guys think? Rika Takanashi is asking, wanted to ask, who would you recommend between Ganyu, Zhongli, and Kazuha? Zhongli. I would still recommend Zhongli just because of the consistency and ease of use. Zhongli, even on mobile, is the same. Kazuha is fairly simple on mobile as well. Zhongli can just be slotted into more teams. You get more usage out of Zhongli as opposed to Kazuha. Neo Konzelman has a very great point, and I think I resonate with that point quite a bit. Ito is a bit too strong considering how easy he is. He's maybe 90% of the damage, but no conditions, on demand and easy. So that's exactly what I want to get at, right? Let's record a video. Let's end stream with a video, because I think it's on a lot of people's mind. The discussion has been brought up quite a bit now, and let's once and for all, I'm just gonna make a video addressing power creep, because I've gotten people DMing me. It's like, hey Walrus, you've been dancing around the subject. Are you referring to power creep? Do you think there's power creep? Let's talk about that. All right, let's talk about that. So yeah, get yourselves ready. Ooh. You guys can start spamming the hi YouTube. We're about to get going right now. Whew. Oh, we forgot the channel banner, did we? No, we didn't. Okay. All right. Let's make chat a little bigger. Make chat a little bigger here. All right. Sub flappers watching on YouTube. In fact, we're also on YouTube right now. In fact, we're actually live on YouTube. So right above me should be the amazing chat box of the people. We've been doing a lot of testing. We've been having a lot of discussions, just generally talking about the current state of Genshin Impact and how both Ito stacks up to pre-existing characters, and potentially going forward how power scaling is going to work. And with that said, I want to remind you guys that yes, both people in chat as well as people watching this video, that I'm doing one more Ito giveaway. It's gonna be happening on the patch 2.4 patch preview. So that should be next Friday, if I'm not mistaken. It should be next Friday. So make sure to stay tuned, like, subscribe, and catch me during that live stream for a chance to win an Ito for yourself. Now, today we need to talk about something that I feel like, personally, I've been dancing around the topic a lot, because I kind of am scared of feeling the repercussion. People don't really talk about this. So I feel like am I doing something wrong here by leading the way? But I think it's time. I just gotten too many DMs, especially with the videos I've released recently. And the question is there power creep going on here with Ito, right? The character is plenty strong, both C0, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. At all constellations, he feels superior to a lot of pre-existing characters. Mainly in the past few days, we've been comparing him to Xiao. Let's just put it out there, right? There's no secret anymore that Ito obviously feels like a easier version of Xiao. Now, do note how I said that. I didn't specifically say he was stronger. Now, yes, the power creep issue is not as prevalent as you guys would think. Now, as somebody who has all the characters, and thank goodness I never bought into the constellation hype, because my Ito currently sits at C0. So is my Xiao. So I'm able to tell you guys wholeheartedly from the C0 perspective. Now, if you guys are curious as to Ito versus Hu Tao, Ito versus Ganyu, hey, I have C0 for Ganyu as well as Xiao, but unfortunately Hu Tao is at C1. But here's where the meat of the video is. If you want the short answer, is there power creep? No. All right, that's a short answer, but there's a lot of caveats to that answer. And one of the ones is no, in the sense of your traditional understanding of what power creeping is. You might understand power creeping as just more raw damage capabilities and screenshots, the higher thresholds and whatnot, right? But Ito, how should I put this? Ito doesn't outperform Xiao in the damage category. In fact, if you stack them next to each other, damage-wise, they're very similar. There's actually no noteworthy difference when it comes to, let's say, how fast they clear certain content. Now, it's unfair to use Abyss as a measurement, because right now Ito does have favoritism in the Abyss as compared to Xiao. But rest assured, if you are currently a Zhao owner or you plan to be a Zhao owner and you just want to hard skip Ito, there is no power creep in the damage department, but the problem comes when we talk about utility. All right? The problem comes when we talk about utility. In fact, it's a very big problem, because if we're going to say both characters are the same, then we have to evaluate their kits separate from damage, and Ito just has such an easier time getting to the place he wants to be, right? So comparative to Zhao, Ito can recharge his energy during his burst state, and I'm not going to say how impactful that is, because you guys already know that is one of the biggest gripes people had with Zhao. And running triple elemental teams, Ito just benefits so much more from running a triple team. Zhao running a triple team feels like a bunch of ragtag friends that just got together to do something, whereas Ito feels like a corporation, like a well-oiled machine with Goro, Zhongli, or Albedo. Zhongli, in fact, he doesn't even need Goro. Goro is just the icing on top of the cake. So much has been prepped for Ito to succeed, whereas Zhao just doesn't have that, right? Now, talking about another comparison is Hu Tao. Ito, currently sitting at C0 with his signature weapon, can match Hu Tao at C1 with her signature weapon. In fact, at certain times, also the same problem. Damage-wise, they're very similar, and it's very difficult to tell them apart, but if we start talking about the utility, Ito can charge attack without using stamina, right? Hu Tao needs C1 to even be able to do that. So, right, remember, this is where I'm reiterating things. It's the utility people. Ito is strong, but it's so damn easy for him. It's effortless. And is that power creep, right? That's the thing, right? Do you consider that power creep? And for me, I don't think so. Right? Get this. I don't think utility quality of life changes should be considered as power creeping, because then essentially everything becomes power creep, right? Hey, in the future, maybe we get a couple extra primo gems per patch. Power creep! That's power creep. No, right? I think getting better quality of life should be something that we should celebrate. And just because your favorite husbando waifu no longer feels supreme or no longer is at the top when it comes to people's favoritism, I don't think that should be a problem. The problem starts happening when Ito at C0 beats Zhao at like C2. Like, I mean, Zhao is such a bad example because his constellations are so bad, but let's say Ito at C0 can beat Ganyu at C4 or something like that, right? That's when we have a problem, because damage-wise, they're all the same. If you love your husbandos, if you love your waifus enough, you should be able to put in the extra effort to make them work. It's not like if you fully perfect their kits and make sure that everything is proper, they're not hitting the same damage. They are. So what's the problem, right? At the end of the day, so what's the problem? I don't think there should be a problem. And going forward, yes, patch 2.4, we got Shenhe, we got Ganyu, potentially we also got Zhao. One of these two, if not both of these two. I think there's a lot of people who's going to be telling you, hey, Zhao is now outdated. Zhao is no longer good. Make sure you capitalize on the now and get Ito. And to that, I say, yeah, if you want an easier time, you don't want the hassle, go for Ito. And another thing is, you have to understand, Zhao is in a difficult situation not because of MiHoYo directly trying to counter Zhao. Zhao just shares a lot of similarities and benefits from a lot of situations that other powerful characters also benefit from. For example, MiHoYo doesn't want mobs to group together because there's a character known as Ganyu, who, if you let mobs group together, one charge shot and they're just all dead, right? It's it's Ganyu's fault. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. It's Ganyu's fault. Everything miHoYo has designed, which ended up with Zhao as the collateral damage, is because of Ganyu. It's because miHoYo is trying to target Ganyu, and Zhao is just a byproduct of their targeting. Also, Venti as well. So, for people who are seeing this in a negative light, don't worry. Zhao is still a good character, right? I want to make sure people understand that. I want to make sure people don't end up completely skipping Zhao. Like, I'm off the bandwagon. He's fine. Power creep doesn't exist, but utility creep does. Why don't we just start a new term from this? Utility creep is very well here. It's a testament to miHoYo's game design, and the current game balance is good. I want to say miHoYo did a fantastic job balancing C0 Goro. I want to say miHoYo did a fantastic job balancing C0 Ito. He doesn't feel like he's overreaching in many sectors, and just today I got his signature weapon. That, my friends, is maybe we should put a little more attention into what kind of abomination that thing is. Ito with and without the weapon is pretty noticeable, considering I'm using an R3 Wolf's Gravestone at level 90. And a level 20 Red Horn can rival that. Like, okay. So, at the end of the day, people, let's put this to rest. There is no power creep. There is utility creep, right? Understand that Ito is just an easier character. He gets the job done much quicker, much more efficiently, and everything is at his disposal. He has everything he needs to succeed, whereas Zhao is really fighting an uphill battle. But if you enjoy that, go for it. All right. With that said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys tune into my live stream on next Friday for the patch 2.4 live stream to get yourself an Ito so you can truly be the lazy man, just like myself, just like many people in chat. Be the believer in the Ito gang. All right. With that said, chat, do you have anything left to add? Bree says Cal OP. Indeed, Cal is very OP. Just everything about this character feels OP, but if I promise you, at the end of the day, if you stack all the numbers up, he's fine. All right, he's fine. He's not power creeping anything, and we have to give props to miHoYo. We have to give props to miHoYo for creating that illusion that he is OP. Makes you feel like you're playing someone OP without him actually being OP. Now that, my friends, is good game design. Until next time, urge y'all to stay safe. Peace. Bye-bye. Bye. So yeah, that's truly how I feel about this character and the current state of this game when it comes to game balance and going forward. Maybe not get our hopes too up for Zhao changes. We'd be lucky to get any quality of life changes until there's a new Anemo main DPS in town. All right. So with that all said, thank you guys for tuning into today's live stream. I had a lot of fun. We're starting to get more and more people involved here in our live streams, and I'm so happy that you guys could all make it on this lovely weekend to join me here for a couple hours to discuss about the game that we all love and enjoy playing. So until next live stream, which is going to be on Wednesday, and then the live stream after that is gonna be on Friday. So the Friday live stream is the patch 2.4 live stream. So make sure to clear your schedules for that one, people. We're gonna be starting stream really early in the morning, my time. So it's kind of like 12 hours earlier from now. So remember, whatever time it is now for you guys, it's gonna be around 12 to 14 hours earlier from now. That's when the live stream is gonna start. All right. Corpure Gaming is asking what time on Friday. Don't worry, I will release a scheduled live stream. So you guys will see the timer ticking down on my live stream when that goes live. So you guys won't be able to miss it. I'll also make sure to whatchamacallit, make a notice for it in my Discord. So if you are part of my Discord, trust me, you're not gonna miss it either. All right. I'm going to do my best to make sure nobody missed that one, and hope to see a lot of people there. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and check out Flowcat's live stream. Flowcat, did you DM me the live stream? Yes, you did. Here's the thing. Flowcat is up and ready. It's time for us to head over to Mr. Flowcat's stream right here. I have it linked. I have it pinned. Please, people, go check out Flowcat's stream. If you guys think that you enjoyed if you enjoyed your time here with me, I'm sure you're gonna have a nice chilled wind down time with Mr. Flowcat. He's working hard, making some great Genshin content, trying to get monetized here on YouTube. And people, we gotta support the smaller creators here. He's been supporting me as well. Go over there, people. Click the link. Go, 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 go. Have some fun. Let me just spam my stream. I can spam all I want. Please, people, please go over, say hi. All right. I can't thank Mr. Flowcat enough for the work he's done in my community over the past almost a year now, right? It's amazing. So here in the East, it's Friday evening. No, in the East, if you're in East Coast, it's gonna be Friday morning, because we're watching the patch 2.4 live stream, which usually happens at like 6 a.m. or something like that in the East time, 7 a.m. or something like that. Don't worry, XS, I'll make a notice for you. I'll make a notice once I find out exactly what time it's happening. I'll make a notice. I'll make sure everybody gets a notice. All right. Make sure you're following me in Discord though. You're in my Discord. All right. Or you're subscribed. If you're subscribed, you should be able to see the live stream, scheduled live stream pop up. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right. Until then, stay safe, peeps. I'm gonna have the red horn ready by Wednesday, so we can actually see how crazy that thing is. Bye.